Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! It is New Year's Eve for me right now, but by the time I post this, it will be 2026, which is so exciting. I love the New Year. It's one of my favorite holidays. I'm such a planner girly that having this new fresh start just always feels like such a relief for me to be able to have a clean slate. I know it's not really anything different and I could do stuff like this at any point of the year, and honestly I do, but this is the time where I like really hone in on trying to better myself and all that. Anyways, in this video I am going to be sharing with you guys ways that I'm preparing for New Year's. Not all this is going to happen tonight. I'm going to do this over the course of a few days. Even though tomorrow's the 1st, I should have started this earlier. But a lot of it is going to happen tonight as I prepare for the new year. There's just a few things that I need to like purchase, which I don't think I'll be doing tonight. First things first, I want to finish my resolutions. So I have like a list of my resolutions so far. I have a few things that I want to add to it. And then I also have a bucket list. So I do two different types of New Year's resolutions. One is like, I want to do this more throughout the year or something along the lines of that. And then my other like New Year's resolutions are a bucket list. So it's like very specific. This is what I want to do. So one of the things I have on here is go camping. Not necessarily like go camping more, you know, like do you see the difference? Anyways, I'm gonna read you off my two lists. I'm trying to do 26 things to do in 2026 for my bucket list. So I have a few more things I need to add. And then just if I think of anything else for my resolutions, I might add that as well. But anyways, getting into my resolutions. The first thing I have is no phone usage while driving. I used to not really use my phone while driving and I would just respond to people, but it's gotten really bad recently and it's more than just at red lights or anything like that. So I definitely want to cut that out in the new year because I know that not only could potentially cause me harm, but other people harm. So I definitely need to cut that out. And then the next thing I have is have a fruit of the week. I haven't really been going grocery shopping that much at my dorm because I was trying to like save money for Christmas and stuff. But now that I'm going back and I'm not really gonna like need to specifically save money for something, I'm definitely gonna go grocery shopping again more. So I had like basically a fruit of the week when I was going grocery shopping. I would pick out like one fruit each time I went grocery shopping, but I wasn't eating it every day. And I really want like a fruit of the week that I'm eating every single day. Read at least one book a month. Save at least $1,000 a month. These two, obviously, hopefully I would do more than that, but it's just like, this is the minimum. Go on a nature walk / spend an hour outside every week. Get consistent with a workout plan. Meditate daily. Shower daily. I know that sounds gross that I don't, and for the brush and floss teeth twice daily, I know it sounds gross that I don't. I promise you I don't stink. I just usually, like sometimes I'll take body showers, but I tend, and I've also gotten better at this. Let me preface this with all of this. I used to exclusively take showers when I washed my hair, and I don't wash my hair every day. But I've gotten better at taking showers, like just body showers. It just always felt like such a waste of water and time. But I know that it's not, and so that's why it's on my list. And as for brush and floss teeth twice daily, I just don't always do it in the morning and at night. Sometimes at night I'm just tired and I don't feel like it. And sometimes in the morning I'm in a rush and I don't feel like it. But I really want to spend more intentional time, which is the next one, spend more intentional time on self-care. I really want to spend more intentional time on myself, taking care of myself, doing like normal hygiene things and giving myself the time to do it, not staying out so late that when I get home I'm too tired to brush my teeth, or not giving myself enough time in the morning to take a shower and brush my teeth. And so, yeah, I know that sounds gross, but I promise I don't stink and I clean myself enough, just not as much as I would like to. The next thing is spend more time on hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies that I love doing. I love sewing, I love scrapbooking, I love drawing, playing video games, and I just really don't spend a lot of time doing it because I spend so much time on my phone, and I don't even really like spending time on my phone. I always feel gross after and like I've wasted my day. So I really want to spend more time on hobbies, not only because I like doing them, but also because it's going to take more time away from what I'm spending on my phone. I just realized I have not been centered this whole time, so I'm so sorry if that's been bothering you, and hopefully this is better. The next thing is have a consistent morning and night routine. This is kind of going off of what I was saying with spending more intentional time on myself, giving myself time in the morning and time at night to be consistent with a routine, so that I don't know, I just always function better when I have a consistent morning routine, or just a morning routine in general. I like do things in the morning other than just get dressed and go. And I think that the consistent night routine is just gonna be like better for my self-care. My next resolution is to go more analog. I have an analog watch, I have a flip phone, and I love using notebooks and paper calendars, but I'm not very good at using my analog watch. I actually don't even know where it is right now. And my flip phone I have not used since July. I started making a video, which never came out, of me trying to use my flip phone during the entire month of July, and it did not work, per the fact that that video never came out. So I will go into more detail about that at the end of this month when I post my January recap of like how everything went, because I'm planning on doing that. And I'll just go ahead and say this. I am planning on doing a dopamine detox, and some of these other resolutions are more focused on the dopamine detox and might not last to the end of the year, and I'll explain that more when we get to them. But basically, I want to cut out a lot from my current life during January to reset my brain, and then like I can add some things back. Currently, I am eating and drinking way too much sugar. I get a little drink pretty much every day, which I love, but that's not really like good for me or my wallet. I don't think the bright pink drink from Dunkin' is doing me very good, unfortunately. And I've really seen like an effect on my day-to-day life from these things, like from my phone, not doing things I actually enjoy. Like I just feel like I have no time in the day. I feel sluggish, I feel tired, and I know that if I cut some of these things out, I would have more time or more energy for other things, because sugar, like, you get a sugar crash, you know? You feel a little good in the moment, but then you get tired. So I'm not sure exactly all that I'm gonna do for my dopamine detox, but I plan on doing that, and I'm gonna have a video this January kind of showcasing, or at the end of this January, showcasing that for you guys. But anyways, the next thing I have on here is post every Sunday on YouTube. So we'll see if that happens. As you guys know, I struggle a lot with like editing, and honestly, a lot of my videos are a little bit rushed and not edited to the quality that I would like them to be. None of my videos are edited to the quality that I would like them to be. I'd like to have a lot more going on editing-wise in my videos, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time for that. And like I said previously, with this dopamine detox, hopefully I will have more time for that without going like scrolling and just like having a foggy mind all the time and being so stressed that like I end up going to Walmart 2 or 3 times in one day because I forgot something and I have to go back and get it. If I just had a clearer head, maybe I could get it all in one trip. So maybe like if I cut some of this stuff down, I will have more time to edit, and I'm really hoping that's the case because I'd love to post every single Sunday, and I'd like to think that you guys would want that too, but right now it's not happening. So that's one of my resolutions. It might not happen start of the year, but hopefully by the end of the year, I'm posting consistently every Sunday. That's kind of my goal for this resolution. Next is to read my Bible daily. This I just do not do enough. I don't read, period, really. And I think that that's part of the reason that it makes it so difficult for me to do this consistently. But like with all the other things, I just feel like I don't have the time for it. So we'll see how that goes at the end of January. Next is eat clean meals throughout the week. When I come home on the weekends and living at my grandma's, I usually eat out a lot with my boyfriend, or just eat whatever my grandma has for me. And she usually is not giving me like junk, but it's just whatever she has available. So throughout the week when I have more control over my meals, I really want to focus on eating cleaner so that my body is not just living off Taco Bell. Next is dessert only on the weekends. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to this throughout the year, but like the previous one, when I have control over what I'm eating, I really want to be eating as clean and healthy as possible. But this might just be for the dopamine detox. We'll see how it goes at the end of January. If I really want a cookie throughout the week after January, I can have the cookie. It's just like kind of limiting it rather than completely eliminating it. And then the next is deep clean monthly. I do a fairly good job about deep cleaning weekly. I do my sheets every Friday before I come home on the weekend so that I can come back to a fresh bed, and I'll like clean my room and do my dishes, anything that I've piled up that I didn't feel like doing. I do pretty good with that, but I don't clean deep as much as I'd like to with like cleaning my sink, cleaning my bathroom, cleaning like the floors, vacuuming, mopping, all that. So I definitely would like to get better at deep cleaning monthly. And then the last resolution I have in this category is chew slower. I'm a very fast eater. I don't necessarily like finish all my food really fast, especially if I'm out with friends and I'm talking and stuff like that, but I'm very fast when it comes to my bites. And I unfortunately take like really big bites and swallow them really quickly, which I know is not good for you. So that's definitely something I want to work on. All right, this video is already getting long, but let's get into my 26 things to do in 2026. Currently, I have 23 things. So I'm almost there. I just need 3 more things, which should be easy enough to do. I'll just look up like a summer bucket list and throw a few more things on there. But these are the things that I've either had from previous years that I remembered and liked having on my list, or things that I specifically want to do this year, which I think is great because usually in years past, a lot of what I've put on this to-do list, bucket list, whatever you want to call it, has been just things I found on Pinterest. And this is like things I really want to do. So I'm very excited about this year's list. So first is get a job in Columbus. I can't remember if I've talked about this on my channel or not yet, but I only have a job where my grandma lives, like where I used to live. So I really need a job throughout the week because currently I'm only working 1 day a week, which is not cutting it. So I really need to get another job in Columbus. My next goal is go to Maine. That's where I grew up, and I went there last summer and it was so much fun. And I went there the year before for my cousin's wedding, and again, it was so fun to like feel like I'm going back home. So I definitely want to do that again. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's a bucket list item, you know? See if we can make it happen. The next is go visit my sister where she lives in North Carolina. I've yet to visit her, and she's lived there a few years now, and she raves about how fun it is there in the city that she lives in. So I definitely want to go visit her. My next 3 goals are cheer related. So the first one is get a back tuck. I feel like everyone knows what a backflip is. I'm really close to being able to do a backflip, but I'm just not quite there. And then the next 2, you probably don't know, but if you want to learn what they are, you can look them up on TikTok. It's a rewind and a hand-to-hand. These are both stunting skills. I'm not going to explain them. You can look it up. I'm not going to be able to explain it well. My next bucket list item is to get a new tattoo. I have a lot of tattoo ideas that I want. I don't know which one I'm going to get next, but I've got a whole year to do it. And after that is get a new piercing. I think I'm done with non-ear piercings. In my main video, you guys saw that I got my belly button pierced, and I just don't know if I want any face piercings, but I definitely want more ear piercings, so it's probably gonna be that. I just don't know which one yet. Next is do a monthly challenge. If I can do good with my dopamine detox in January, I will count that. But if not and I fail, I will have to find another challenge to do throughout this year. Next is go to a concert, and then go camping, go to the beach, move into my new house. So my dad is getting me, my sister, and my sister's current roommate a house in Columbus because I'm gonna be there for like the next 4 or 5 years. And it was like cheaper for him to pay whatever a house than to pay for both me and my sister to have apartments. So he's getting us a house, and that's kind of on there just because I needed another item. And it's something to look forward to when I'm looking at my list of all my things that I have to do this year. Next is do a sewing project. I love sewing, and I've always wanted to sew like an article of clothing from fabric. Next is watch the sunrise, bedazzle my flip phone. I just have a boring black track phone, and I'd love to make it more fun and sparkly. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe so you can help me reach this goal. But basically, I don't really know like if this one's gonna happen or not. It's kind of just, again, one that I'm hoping for. And I think that the posting consistently will help with that, just because I know that like if you're posting consistently, you're pushed forward more in like the algorithm of recommendations. I don't know for real how it all works, but I think so. Anyways, another thing I have on here is flip phone summer. So I will go into more detail with this whenever I post my dopamine detox video at the end of January. Basically, I want to have 2 phones. If you've ever listened to Emma Chamberlain's podcast, she talks about having 2 phones and how that's really helped her get off social media. And that's what I was trying to do in July. But basically, I will have my current phone as a backup phone, and then that phone is my main phone. So I can text and call on it, and that's pretty much it. This one I'll have for filming videos, if I need a GPS for something, to post on TikTok or Instagram, because I do like to post on there. But hopefully, by using my flip phone and not this one consistently, I won't be scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. The next item I have on here is a drive-in movie. I don't even know where there is a drive-in movie theater. That just sounds really fun. Next is get a sewing machine. My grandma has a sewing machine that I've used in past, but I'd really like to have my own. And when I move into my new house, I'd really like to have like a little craft corner, which I think will help me with my hobbies if things are a little bit more laid out and accessible than in a box hidden somewhere that I never see. So if I have a sewing machine, I'd love to add that to my craft corner. Next is learn a song on the piano. This is another thing that I don't know if I will be able to do, mainly because I don't have a piano. But maybe I'll get one when I go to the new house. I know that there's tons of free pianos on Facebook Marketplace. I would just have to get it tuned. So I don't really know if that's plausible or not, but maybe by the end of the year. Next is run a 5K. I don't run, so we'll see if that happens. But I think it would be really cool to run a 5K, whether as a part of a race or just by myself, run a 5K by the end of the year. And then the last thing I have on here is my dopamine detox. I have 3 more things I have to add, and I will update you on that. But for now, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna work on one of the things that's going to set me up for success this year. A boredom bottle. Forever ago, I created a boredom bottle, which is literally just a bottle full of little pieces of paper that have various activities to do when I'm bored. I put like 3 to 5 of the item in the bottle, and then I just have like a bunch of different items. And then you just, if you're bored, you're like, I don't know what to do, dump one out, and there's something to do. Oh, actually, I just remembered one more thing that I wanted to add to my list. I want to spend 1 hour this year in silence. I don't know if I'll do it more than once. Maybe I'll do it once and it'll be life-changing. But I'm only saying once this year because I don't want to like say, oh, 1 hour of silence every month, because it's never gonna happen. But if I just say one time this year I have to spend 1 hour of silence, it's more likely gonna happen. But basically, I just sit in a room in silence, no stimulation at all. You can obviously look around the room. You might be wondering, why would you do this to yourself? I watched someone do something on TikTok where they were like doing boring tasks for 1 hour every day, and they just counted rice for an hour, which is more than just sitting in silence. But I just really wanted to see what would happen if I just had no stimulation for an hour, and see like how much it would make my skin crawl, and then how much like when I would calm down and just sit there, and if I fall asleep. Just curious, a little science experiment. So I'm adding that to my bucket list. Basically for the water bottle right now, I'm just gonna type up a list of all the things that I wanna add in the bottle. And then I'm also gonna work on my vision board a little bit more. I've started working on my Pinterest board a little bit, but I need to make a new vision board for my lock screen on my phone and for my laptop, and then finish like collecting some more pictures for my Pinterest board. So I'm gonna do all of that off camera, and then I will show you guys what I have at the end. So it is in fact the next day, but I wanted to show you guys everything I got. I just got really tired last night and was watching the new episode of Stranger Things and all that, and I just didn't feel like vlogging, so I was like, I'll just film it in the morning. Anyways, but I've got my laptop and phone screen wallpapers done. So I'm just gonna have to put up a picture of my lock screen on my phone because I'm filming on my phone, so I obviously can't just show you guys my phone. But for my laptop wallpaper, I'm actually really excited about this one this year. I did it a lot more vision board than previous years. So I'll show you guys my one from last year. This is my board from last year. This was my wallpaper that I used. I have like some quotes on here and stuff like that. And then obviously just some like cute aesthetic pictures that are nature-y and like have to do some with my goals, like Bible, spend time in nature, eat fruits, eat healthier. Those are pretty much goals I have every single year. And then also I use Canva to make these. So I just find like a template on Canva and just put in the pictures that I have from Pinterest. But anyways, this is my board from this year, which I love so much. I have like specific goals on here, so like reading more, and then I have like a little quote for that. And then like this one is just like education in general, studying, motivation. These are my Bible ones with a Bible verse that I feel like is good for this year. Some like self-care things, just like working out, running. Well, this running one I kind of have like 1% better every day there, but these are like self-care things. This one's kind of self-care too, but she's also reading, so I put it over here. It's just where it fit. These are like some little hobbies over here, food obviously, and then like nature. And then I actually have 2026 in the middle of my wallpaper this year. I've created wallpapers like this for my phone and my laptop the past few years. I've never actually put like the year on there as like a vision board. I feel like it makes it look so much more vision board, like this is what my 2026 is looking like, and I really like that. I also like the scrapbook feel of the board that I picked out for this one, and the 2026 is on my phone wallpaper as well. I just picked a wallpaper off Pinterest. I did not feel like making a phone wallpaper as well. I had 2 more items on my bucket list. So the 2 that I added on there was save $2,000. If I save $100 a month, like my resolution says, I will have $120,000. So I just need to save a little bit more every month than 100, or a little bit more some months if I save 100. If I save at least 100 every month. My last goal is bake something new. So I love baking, but I can't really bake that much in my dorm. So I'm probably gonna do that like this summer or next semester when I'm living in the house. I do have to get ready for work in a second, so I can't film too much more, but I got this juice yesterday because I was like, I'm gonna want a little healthy drink when I wake up, and it's so bad. It literally is just celery juice, which I'm not like a savory drinker. I like celery. I think celery is really good, but in a juice, I'm like, what's going on here? I should have known that I wasn't gonna like this when the only two fruits that are in it are grapefruit and lemon. I don't really know where my head was at when I bought this, but maybe I'll try to chug it. I don't think green juice is my thing, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go shopping probably tomorrow. I know that today is the 1st and I really should have gone shopping before today, but I'm probably gonna go shopping tomorrow since I do have work today. But I will definitely take you guys along with me to get everything I need for my success journey. I'm not getting a whole lot. It's basically just stuff to like for my dopamine detox. All right, guys, I am in Walmart right now. I'm getting what I need for my flip phone. Someone just walked into the aisle, so I went into the next one over. So this is the data plan that I need for that. That comes with like a little card that tells me like the code for my flip phone, and that card is packed away in storage, so I'm really hoping I only needed it the first time that I used this, because it's gonna be my second time purchasing them. I'm gonna see if I can find like what SD card I need for that camera, but I didn't really look at the camera, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the SD card today or not. Okay, I think I got what I need. This one comes with an adapter, so I have a MacBook, so I actually don't have a USB plug-in on my laptop. Maybe I should look online and see if I can find like a micro SD card to USB-C adapter. Okay, I found an adapter on Amazon that's like $10, so I'm just gonna grab that instead, because it's actually gonna be cheaper getting that on Amazon than it would be to get the adapter with this card. And then I don't have to get a USB to USB-C adapter, so I'm definitely saving money there. Okay, ignore the background music. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for it. My grandma has it on for her dog because she's over at my brother's house painting. I probably could turn it off, but it's chill. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Anyways, here's my flip phone, and here is my vlog camera. I already showed you guys this. Let's see if we can get these set up. Let's start with the flip phone. Okay, there is a My Account, so that's good. Okay, I'm confused. It says we cannot process your transaction at this time, which I don't know what that means because it's not a transaction. I already purchased it. I'm thinking maybe it just hasn't like updated yet because I literally just bought it. So I'm just gonna get what I need for my camera and try to get that set up. Okay, I got my little micro SD card out. Okay, now here's where we need the instruction manual because I don't even know where the SD card goes. Maybe in here. That looks like it would go in here. This just like slides out. Let me not do something without looking at it though. Okay, I got the SD card in it. Let's see. Okay, it's turning on. You guys, this is so cute. And I don't want it on 16x zoom. What did I do? I'm recording. First video on my camcorder. Okay, this is weird because I have to like hold it so I'm looking in the camera, but my viewfinder is like off to the side, which is like basically how it is on this too. I'm never actually looking at the camera. I'm always looking at myself. I have to hold it so far away from myself. It's such a zoomed in lens. Can I zoom out? Let me show you guys my video. How do I play it? It's so quiet. I'm literally like holding my phone at full length away from me right now. And now you can't hear me because I'm holding it so far away. But like this is full length away. Look how close I am. I gotta figure out if there's a zoom out option, but we'll figure that out later. I'm gonna play with this more. I'm very excited. Might do a video with it. All right, you guys. It's not registering my phone. I waited a few hours and I came back. It's not registering my phone number, so I'm gonna have to go find the like serial number that came with the phone. I think I know where it is in storage. I'm just gonna have to go in my parents' house. So I'll probably try to do that tomorrow or Sunday, but unfortunately for now, I will just be using my normal phone. But that's basically everything that I wanted to do to set up for the new year. For now, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see anything specific from my list, let me know and I will try to make a video on it if I can. Like, just as an example, if you guys want to see me go camping, let me know. And whenever I end up checking off that bucket list item, I'll try to remember. So comment if there were any like bucket list items or resolutions that you guys want to see me doing, and I will try to make a video on that for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's completely free. But until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye.